So these are the results of what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. So what happened last night on Monday Night Raw? It began when Brock Lesnar made yet another chaotic scene to Roman Reigns. Well, because last week on Monday Night Raw, after when Roman Reigns was trespassing, well, the U.S. Marshal handcuffed Roman Reigns, and then Brock Lesnar came and added insult to injury, and Roman Reigns was defenseless. But last night on Monday Night Raw, well, this time Roman Reigns is not defenseless. He just came to the arena, but then Brock Lesnar once again added insult to injury. Another chaotic moment for both Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar going into their Universal Championship in 2 weeks at WrestleMania 34. Also, what happened last night on Raw, well, even though Nia Jax already beaten Mickie James, but where have the 205 Live Cruiserweights been? They haven't been on Monday Night Raw for weeks during the road to WrestleMania. Well, that's because of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament that's been going on at 205 Live every Tuesdays. Yeah, where have the Cruiserweights been? They haven't been on Monday Night Raw for weeks. But they finally arrived. And Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali may be friends, but one thing we do know is they are going to be taking on each other at WrestleMania in the finals of the tournament. Yeah, that happens in 2 weeks. Because remember, that Cruiserweight Championship declared vacant because Enzo Amore already got arrested. Enzo Amore was the Cruiserweight Champion, but then he was arrested. That happened back in January. So he has to surrender the Cruiserweight Champion. Also, what happened on Raw is, once again, Miz confronted both Seth Rollins and Finn Balor about going into their triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. But next week is the final showdown. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor will go one-on-one. And at WrestleMania, triple threat match for the Intercontinental Champion with The Miz. And Osaka took on yet another local competitor. And Matt Hardy is entering the 5th annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Also, Baron Corbin and Mojo Rawley, who also won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, will be part of that again. And Sasha Banks and Bayley have some issues. And Sasha Banks finally turned heel on Bayley as they were in a backstage brawl. Because for the past 2 weeks they lose to PAIGE'S henchwoman, also known as Absolution. Braun Strowman beating Sheamus. But the question is, who is Braun Strowman's tag team partner? If Braun Strowman can't fight a tag team partner, then the Raw Tag Team Championship match is off. So Braun Strowman, you better get a partner soon, because WrestleMania is coming up later in April. And also Absolution confronted both Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle, but you better watch your back, Diva Division, because Ronda Rousey is part of the Raw Diva Division now. She's rough and tough. And let's not forget that Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey will be on the same page as they go into their mixed tag team match against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania. And next week on the last Raw, which will be live at Atlanta, Georgia, home of WrestleMania 27, is the final showdown before WrestleMania. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey will confront and face off. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson victorious against the Miz Taraj. Elias victorious against Rhino. And finally, this is the match that everyone was talking about. That no disqualification match between John Cena and Kane. Well, it was a real hell of a no DQ match. I mean, Kane already suplexed John Cena on the barricade, but then there were two tables they both crashed in. Well, Kane put John Cena through the table, and then John Cena put Kane through the table. Because again, be careful what weapon you're using in these no DQ matches, because it will affect on you. Yeah, at the end of that match, John Cena put Kane through the table and winning the match, but then later, John Cena just couldn't get an answer from The Undertaker. Well, again, the only reason The Undertaker is still absent is because he can still look back at last year's WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. And Undertaker still refuses to answer John Cena's question. But will that happen? Will Undertaker answer John Cena's question next week on the last Raw before WrestleMania? Well, we'll have to find out soon enough. That's the news for y'all. Good night. As always, keep it real, my peeps, and stay in school.